Hold up, hold up, hold up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Operation New Blood. I'm Camille Salzer-Hadaway, and we're excited for Year 9, Season 2 of Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Now, as we all know, Siege is a game of two sides.
Why is this in like 30 frames per second? 4K, I don't need 4K, bro.
Will impact the roster on both the defense and the attack.
Ooh.
The recruit on each side of the action is getting remastered to meet today's meta. And creative director Alexander Karpazis is here to tell us more about what's in store for Operation New Blood.
Okay.
On behalf of the entire Siege team, we're proud to show to you Operation New Blood. And there's a lot coming this season. And it starts with our first remaster.
Recruit.
Operator remasters are an impactful addition to the game and essentially a new operator that's introduced. And we start with the recruits.
What? No.
We have the new attacker, Striker, and the new defender,
wait.
Sentry. Together, they're in every single playlist and you'll be able to customize them. We're also introducing big balancing changes, making sure that it's a lot more equal on both sides of the attack and defense coin. And Marketplace is coming for everyone.
Yeah.
As long as you're above clearance level 25, you'll have access to it. For warming up, we're introducing
I'm not going
the
back.
Endless Drill.
We'll go back after. I just want
Allowing
to watch
you
it.
to fight every single floor of a map over and over and over again so that you
thank
are
God.
warmed up for battle. And we have much more for you.
Dude, the devs are so bad at Siege, man.
Weapon stats, so that you get to learn more about the tools that you use in the game.
Oh.
All of us on the team are
New
extremely
UI change? That's
excited
good.
about this new season, and we can't wait until you get your hands on it.
The Siege team is always working to improve player protection. For the latest,
here we go again.
Alexander
Here we go
Karpazis
again.
is back with an update.
What's gonna change with the cheater deal again?
In a mid-season roadmap update, we communicated about a delay for the reputation system coming out of beta.
No, I don't
For
care
us,
about the rep
it's
system,
really
man.
important to make sure that we get this right and that we listen to the feedback. And we received a lot of feedback that there's still work to be done. We're working on the quality of the system and making sure that we can verify all of the reports that are made using it. At the end, we want a system that you can trust and that can actually tackle the toxicity in the game in a way that you feel
making
confident
Siege
in.
an honorable
That means
place.
delaying the reputation system to later in the year.
Makes
Right now,
sense.
the beta means that we can collect feedback and you can give feedback. It's so that you can understand what the reputation system's about, and for those players that have a reputation score that is low, how to get it higher. We talked a lot about anti-cheat at the 6 Invitationals.
Here's the big news.
We need to show results for it as well. And I'm
you
super
have
happy
to.
to say that the team has been doing incredible work. We've made a 7 times improvement to the number of data points we use to make bans.
7
this also
times?
means that we've increased our ban rate by 60% in the last season. And we've seen a huge reduction in cheaters, and especially rage cheats.
Who has
Plus,
seen
we've
this?
created new detections for DDoS, improving DDoS detection. It's also important to point out that new data bans using machine learning is already given us great results. It's led to less time manually making bans, and it's made a much wider net for us to cast trying to find those cheaters. It's helping.
I get a cheater
We're working
every
with
game.
Steam back bans so that it's harder for cheaters to make multiple
Wait, this is
accounts,
big. This
or
is
for
big.
people who want to smurf.
This is
This
huge.
means a better overall experience for PC players and a reduction in cheaters having access to new accounts.
Wait, that's actually massive.
In the Year 9 reveal back in February, we promised to address the influence of our defensive powerhouses.
That might be a
This
W.
season,
We'll have to see how it plays out, though.
Solis will receive her first update, but she's not
Solis.
the only one.
Thank God.
We're also taking on Fenrir and adjusting his threat level accordingly. Game director Joshua Mills has
What's
more.
going on with Fenrir, though? I knew about Solis.
The philosophy for Year 9 and balancing is fundamentally getting that match between our attackers and our defenders. It doesn't matter what side of the fight you're on, you're engaged in a fair fight, and you have the tools you need to get the job done. For Season 2, as we
Anything to
mentioned
nerf
at
defenders.
SI, we're actually going across to the defense side and going after a couple of those power
Please, 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 please never bring back Stadium Brava. Please never bring it back.
Houses. So this means Fenrir and Solis will be receiving updates. So Solis, the fact that she
Please,
can
we don't
take
want
down
this
all the
map. No one
drones
wants
in the
this.
prep phase is a huge problem. So we're addressing that. We're making sure that her Spec IO glasses no longer work during the prep phase.
Oh,
this
thank
allows our
the
players on attack to be
Lord.
able to get their drones in position, suss out what the defense is doing, and make those necessary changes using attacker repick, for example. When the prep phase closes, Solis' gadget will be available, and she can start hunting drones.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
she
I'm
can
fine
only
with that.
detect drones that are actively being used. So you can have your drones go into a standby state and hide. So you'll have more opportunity to keep your drones alive, hiding them from Solis, sussing out where she is, and then making plays around the fact that you know that gadget's online now, and you can hide yourself away by making sure you get off your drone before Solis finds you. It's not the only change coming. The capacity of the Spec IO glasses will be reduced as well, from 20 seconds down to 10 seconds, which means Solis only has 10 seconds to use that device.
That's pretty big.
Additionally, in order to activate the device, it must be at 100% charge. So
thank
if you use
God.
the device at all and try to reactivate it, you will not be able to until it fully charges.
No, this is an actual W for Solis nerf.
So Solis actually has to put herself at a little bit more risk in order to get that intel. We'll be removing impact grenades from her loadout
you have to be
and giving
very
her proximity
close.
alarms as a replacement. This is part one of a two-part update. And the reason we're doing that is one, for speed. We want to make sure that we get this stuff in your hands faster and that we release some of the pressure that some of these operators are causing. Now, we saw this work with Grim, where we did a part 1 and part 2 update, and that's exactly the same philosophy we're using for Solis here. Another operator update coming is for Fenrir. We'll be actually reducing how many mines he has from 5 to 4, and from 3 codes down to 2. He'll have to be much more selective about how he's using his
that's
gadget.
good.
Additionally, if a mine is disabled or destroyed, the code will be refunded due to this reduction.
That makes sense.
Additionally,
that's
FNATs
actually
will no longer be bulletproof.
No, that's
which means
massive.
Fenrir has to be very careful about where he places them because they are always going to be vulnerable. We're looking at his secondaries as well. Combining an FNAT with barbed wire can be very powerful. So we're actually removing the barbed wire and giving him observation blockers to help obscure where those FNATs are. We want to make sure that he is still scary, and you do need to pay attention to his gadgets. But at the same time, we want to bring him in line with the mythology that we have for the game, where gadgets should not be spammy. Right now, he has a lot of them, so we're tackling that.
Yo, this is the same thing they did with Melusi. I think this is the biggest W for balancing.
Get ready for release this season.
This is a very good balance.
Details, please welcome Associate Monetization Director Joey Adet-Pepin.
On January 30th, the Rainbow Six Siege Marketplace has launched in beta phase, and we were beyond excited to see and feel the enthusiasm and engagement from the community. We're extremely happy to announce that early in Season 2, all the players with a level 25 clearance and above will automatically get access to the marketplace without any registration needed whatsoever.
I like that,
As a reminder, the Rainbow Six Siege Marketplace is a web platform also optimized for mobile, where you, the players, can trade anonymously and safely your cosmetic item with the community for
I like
R6
this.
credit. The beta phase has allowed us to gather feedback from the players, and now we're very confident with
I won't be
full release.
using it, but yeah, I like
Also,
this change.
coming early in
that it's
Season
releasing
2,
for
we
everyone.
are bringing new life improvement feature to the Siege Marketplace, such as item recommendations, item price history and graphs, and other UX and UI improvements.
Okay.
I want to thank you all for making the Rainbow Six Siege
Recommendations?
Marketplace a reality, and we'll continue to work hard
That'll be interesting,
to
I
improve
guess.
the feature so you get the best experience possible.
Operation New Blood is bringing back a popular game mode for a limited run and adding a map filter option in the standard playlist, which live content director Christopher Budgeon can tell you all about.
What is it? Is it Mute Protocol?
So this season, we're introducing a new system called map filtering in the standard playlist. This means that players can select playing ranked, non-ranked, or all maps within their experience. That
Wait,
means
this
for the
is
first
big.
time, you'll be able to play tactically on non-ranked maps within standard.
Yo, that's gonna be so much
is an
fun.
arcade game mode that's coming back for a limited time, where every round, the operators that are played, both on attack and defense, are eliminated for the rest of the match. At the start of the match, 5 attackers and 5 defenders will be
Not gonna lie, this
automatically
sounds pretty
removed
fun.
randomly. That means going into the first round, attrition has already started and you'll have to play with the puzzle pieces available to you. Attrition playlist
like
is
that.
coming
I like
back
that a lot.
for a limited time from June 18th until July 2nd.
Not bad, not bad.
New premium rewards are on the way as we're introducing membership this season. To give you more info, here's Business Strategy Director Mohammed Ben Hanada.
What is this?
We're glad to announce that we'll be bringing membership on Siege.
I'm glad.
Membership
yeah,
is a
glad.
new and the best way to get some of the game's new and exciting content, as well as exclusive customization that won't be available in the shop. So how does it work? Each month, as a member, you will have access to the Premium Battle Pass along with its privileges. That comes in the form of the 10% shop discount and the 30% faster progression. You will also get 10 Battle Pass tokens in order to kickstart your Battle Pass season, 1 Bravo pack, 1 full epic bundle, and 1 legendary item, which is part of a legendary bundle that will be tied to the season. The Premium Battle Pass, the 10 tokens, and the Bravo pack will be given as soon as you enroll and will be given each month
What
at your
map
rebilling
is
date,
that?
while the full epic bundle and the legendary
that
item will
tower?
be given on the 28th of the month. For the players who stayed members throughout the season and got the 3 legendary items, and therefore the legendary bundle, you will also get an extra operator card unlocked as a bonus. For players who will join on the
Memberships.
first week of Season 2, you will get an exclusive epic bundle only offered during that period, as
Of
well
course,
as 600 Rainbow
of
Six
course.
credits. We want to make membership evolve in order to make members feel like true VIPs on Siege. So as always, we'll be listening to your feedbacks to see how we can make membership better for the upcoming
Yeah, how many
seasons.
people are gonna actually
stay
like
tuned.
that, bruh?
Watching a Siege
Memberships.
match could be a powerful way to learn about the game, connect with your community, or see some of the best players in the world compete. We're introducing an updated viewing experience that will help you see more, learn more, and make each match all
Wait a minute.
more thrilling to watch.
Wait a minute.
UX designer Lawrence Emetange is here to tell you all about it.
Wait a minute.
Essentially, we wanted a more seamless experience for spectators, casters,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
observers because they're all using the same HUD, and we wanted to
Oh
make
my
that very
God.
efficient for them. So we moved the cards from the side to the bottom. We went for a more contextual
So
and dynamic
clean.
approach with these cards. The cards give more information during the prep phase because that's when you really analyze the strategies of our game. And then we remove that information during the action phase to focus more on gameplay. So even if
This-
we remove
this
information
along with
during
the
action
1v1
phase,
playlist?
we give the opportunity to casters to re-add that information on a toggle, so you have the inventory of each player visible. So we allowed a space in the cards to show what a player has in hand at any given moment.
Okay.
So if a player is putting on a barricade, that space in the card shows
Ooh.
exactly what that player is doing. And if a player is ready to throw a grenade, you will see it in the card as
I
well.
like this.
We also added some animations to that part so we can see when a player is low
Let
on
these guys
ammunition,
cook.
or if a player is shooting, or if a player is taking damage. We also added the
See you later.
player live location, which helps understanding what is happening and where exactly. So at season launch, the cards will be available in spectator mode. So this means they will also be visible in our esports.
Well, I like
ecosystem,
this. I like
and
this
we're
new
working
UI.
really hard to make the cards available in match replay later this year.
Yeah.
So
I
we're
really like
super
that.
excited to hear more about your thoughts on these new cards so we can improve even more in the future.
Now for a little surprise that wasn't on the roadmap. Operation New Blood is bringing some quality of life improvement to both Stadium Bravo and Stadium Alpha maps. Team World lead Jeremy Dowsett joins us to walk us through these changes.
Don't add it back to the ranked. Don't add it back to ranked, please.
The Stadium Alpha and Stadium Bravo, it's really quality of life changes. The community loved them as events and, you know, they came out in the playlists, but there was a problem, and the problem was the bulletproof glass. We overused it, we put it everywhere, we were experimenting, and the thing we've done is we've removed bulletproof glass from the objective sites. This means for defenders, it's actually much more comfortable to defend because the attackers can't just park a drone outside the window and then just ping you and know where you are. So the problem with the two maps was you'd always have to defend an objective offsite.
That was not the problem.
Because you're always going to get seen. Now,
That was not the
with
problem with the
removal
map.
of bulletproof glass from those areas, it means as a defender, you can actually stay on site and actually defend.
That is one of the
Stadium
problems,
Bravo,
though.
there's been changes to the 1F border and there's been changes to the coastline section. Again, these are just minor wall tweaks, doorway tweaks. Nothing
like it, I like
too
it.
serious, but we have linked a few areas with some extra doors. So showers are linked with the doors.
Yeah,
servers
I
are now linked
did
with
notice
the
that,
door,
yeah.
and we've added an extra hatch. Again,
Ooh,
we've
okay,
gone
okay.
through and we've rebalanced the floors so they actually match to the objectives, so it's actually easier to attack and defend with the breakable floors. The team that worked upon these maps, Etienne, Alexandra, Jade, Dominic, the level design, they've done a really great job, and we're looking forward to
It is
these
a good
maps
rework.
coming out into all of the playlists except for ranked,
Oh, thank God.
and we're looking forward to your feedback.
Thank God.
This season is adding more playable operators,
W.
AI defenders, and map choices to the Versus AI and map training playlist.
Good.
Plus, we've got a new drill coming for experienced players looking to sharpen their skills even further. To give you more details,
Cafe
Christopher
drill?
Legend is back.
Cafe drill.
For the Versus AI playlist, we're bringing 2 new maps, 2 new AI defenders, and 4 new playable attackers,
Okay,
including
yeah.
Deimos. Starting this season, you'll be
That's
able to
kinda-
warm up and train in the Versus AI playlist on both Coastline and Nighthaven. And the new AI defenders that you'll be able to train against are Vigil and Thunderbird. For playable operators, you'll now be able to choose between Ace, Hibana, Blackbeard,
I don't hate that, yeah. Putting
Additionally,
in
we're introducing a new drill called the Endless Drill. This will allow players to train for 60 minutes uninterrupted as they navigate a map with dummies found in every room. This season, we're demonstrating our
Amazing!
commitment to continuously update these
Oh,
training
thank
tools, both map
God!
training and
T-Hunt
Versus
is
AI,
back!
and we'll continue to do so next season as well.
T-Hunt is back.
The time has come for us to introduce the season's new blood. Our remastered recruits, Striker and Sentry, are joining Team Rainbow with
Yo,
a
this
versatile
is a
set
W.
of gadgets.
I
First
like
up on
this.
attack, we have
Yeah.
Striker,
I like this.
and on the defense, Sentry. Alexander Karpazis and Joshua Mills have a host of insights into the design,
I'm excited,
loadouts,
man.
and new strategic
I'm excited.
possibilities of these operators.
Hard breach. Yo.
The visual design of our recruits comes from a wonderful collaboration with our friends on the Rainbow Six mobile
Mad
team.
support
We're
player.
using their models up-res for Siege to represent Striker, who wears
Yes.
the repelling harness, and Sentry, who wears the defender's helmet, to differentiate the two sides of the same coin. These are the Swiss Army knives
she kinda
of
caked
the
up, though.
operators. And we intentionally wanted them to feel like a character you can embody. We've all been recruits at some point on our journey in Siege, and we want you
I
to
like
believe
this.
that you are that next recruit standing beside operators that are heroes and legends. We've also made sure that these recruits are customizable, so now you can kit them out the way that you want to represent yourself as a recruit.
I'm just kidding,
in
guys. It
Rainbow
wasn't a
Six
G.
Siege.
So season 2 is a really exciting moment for us on the team because this is when we get to introduce our first remaster. This is fundamentally our way of being able to maintain the health of the game, to go back and reevaluate different pieces of content that have been released over time, specifically our operators. And what a better place to start than recruit.
Dude.
Now, I'm gonna say something that's gonna probably break some hearts, but it's honestly true, and it's something I've seen through all the the design.
Only one per
documentation and
team.
stuff. But recruit was never intended to be played. It was there as an option if you didn't have an operator. So they were really not meant to be used in every round. Well, we're changing that. That doesn't make any sense. Recruit needs to have their own moment to shine, and now they do. I gotta stop saying recruit because it's plural, it's recruits. We have Striker on attack, and we have Sentry on defense. Now, the unique thing about Striker and Sentry is they're not as
LMG.
specialized as our other operators. That doesn't mean they're not powerful. In fact, they will become your Swiss Army knife on attack or defense. Striker and Sentry's unique ability
Oh, hold up, they
allows
have
them to
the
field
commando?
2 generic gadgets from their side of the fight. So for Striker, in her gadget kit, she can bring a stun
M4?
grenade, a
Okay.
hard breach charge, frag grenade, impact EMP
Yo.
grenade, smoke grenade, claymore, and breach charge. And remember,
my
that means
God.
Striker can take any combination of 2 of these gadgets. Now, when we're talking about Sentry, he can bring in his gadget kit, impact grenades, deployable shields,
Commando,
barbed wire,
dude.
nitro cells, proximity alarms, observation blockers, and bulletproof cameras. And once again, just like Striker,
Dude.
Sentry can bring any combination of 2 of these gadgets. So for Striker,
This is a
some of these
huge W.
combinations are more obvious than
Oh
others.
my
For example,
God.
hard breach charges and impact
Yes.
EMPs. That's a self-sufficient hard breacher right there. Another great combination for Striker is a claymore and a breach charge, setting up your own flank watch while taking care of that vertical play. A big important thing about Striker and Sentry is you do not know what they're bringing on the field, which means
Yo, this is
your strategy
huge.
can be built around what they have in their pockets, and that requires the other team.
And
to
it looks
pay
like you can
attention to
customize the
what
gun.
they are doing. So when we look at Striker and Sentry's
Oh my
weapon
God,
loadout,
they're so
it's
bad.
important that we have versatility and customization really at the center here.
Where do they
Because
find
we
these
want you to be able
coppers?
to craft Sentry or Striker to fit exactly what your lineup needs. When we look at Striker's weapons, we want to remain true to what Recruit was originally, which is some good all-around weapons for each one of them. But in Striker's case, that means the M4 and the M249.
And yeah, you get to customize
In
it.
secondary, the ITA 12S
Holy.
and the 5.7 USG. Now, when we jump over into Sentry's weapon loadout, they're rocking
Looks like
some
they're
fan
on
favorites as well.
controller.
The Commando 9, the M870 in their primary slot, and then the secondary slot, the C75 Auto and the Super Shorty. Some of the great combinations that you can do with Sentry would be a bulletproof camera and an observation blocker, or a proximity alarm and a nitro cell. Recruit has always held a special place in our hearts.
No,
Being
I'm
able
gonna
to go
love
back
playing
and
the test
revisit them
server.
and remaster them in this way is super special to us on the team, and we hope it's awesome for you on the community side as well. The impact of a remaster in the game is fundamentally as if new operators are coming to the game. Because
They're
that's
having
how we're
fun.
treating
They're
them.
having
But it's
fun.
important
They're not
that
trolling.
the essence of the
They're
operator
having fun.
remains.
So, how does it feel to step into the boots of those remastered recruits? Let's get a fresh perspective from 2 special guests. Please
Who are they?
welcome 2-time 6 Invitational Show Match winner, That One Brit, and the reigning Easter egg queen, Titanium Rolo.
I don't know who they are.
The first thing that comes to mind about old recruits is kind of more of like meme gameplay, but this new recruit gives way more possibilities to
Who
the game.
are these people?
Gives way more
Who?
opportunities for your teammates to work together and accomplish the objective.
So I am a massive fan of the new recruits, especially Striker. I feel like I might end up being a Striker main on attack. I love to bring Buck, but I
Who are
also
they?
like to roam clear. So the fact I can now bring a hard breach gadget and claymores is going to come in so clutch for me. And also being able to single-handedly get a wall open if you want to do like a back take, for example. You can bring pocket EMPs and also a hard breach gadget. So I love it for that. And also, so many people
Bring back Jinxie.
who are new to the game won't understand the unwritten rule of if people bring recruit, you have to too, or it's GN. And now it's gonna
Jinxie has
save
more
them from
energy
that
than these
because
two
obviously
combined,
only one
okay?
person can
Bring
it,
Jinxie
so
back
I'm
to
quite
try out
happy about
all
that.
the new stuff.
100%. I actually love the defender side more because I am a big C4 player. The opportunity to bring a C4 and like a deployable or a BP to play off of makes the defending recruit operator just so great and versatile. If I was going to play more aggressive, like she said, I would bring claymores and flashes and just claymore my flanks and then just flash right in and hopefully get a 3K at least.
I mean, I think you're ace. You aced us earlier, so
You're too sweet.
easy for you.
I love that.
I'm going for a meme,
Yeah.
flashes and smokes, 100%, and I'm just going to throw all 5 in and hope for the best. But if I'm trying to play serious or solo queue, either hard breach claymore or hard breach EMPs. Just to like put on a final thing from my perspective, M4. M4.
And then
That's what I'm saying. Bring Jinxie
M4
back into
period,
this.
exactly.
You could play the season test server for Operation New Blood starting next week.
Next week!
Explore the strategies with both Sentry and Striker,
Yo.
and polish your skills with Endless Drill.
Champ on
This is
test
also
server?
where I remind you about R6
Champ
Fix,
on test
the
server.
place to report issues you encounter and earn rewards for helping us out. Now, before we wrap up, we have an experiment for you that could turn into a feverish nightmare.
Okay. Oh, who is this edgelord? Who is this edgy boy, man? Is it Death Note? What the hell is that? Who the hell is that? At season launch. Oh. Yo. Okay. I like this. I like this a lot. This is gonna be such a good season, man. Such a good season.